2026 is a big year for us. We are moving from GT4 to GT3, which might seem a small step up. It's just one number, but it's a huge step up in terms of the performance of the car.
A GT4 car is like a fast road car that's been made a bit racy. A GT3 car's like a pucker race car that's been made to look a bit like a road car.
The GT3 car is a thoroughbred race car. It's got a lot more tools in terms of setup, in terms of driver aids, and in terms of the things that we can do with the car to achieve a faster lap time.
You know, it's not literally a case of press the button and drive it away. It's a 20-minute startup process, calibration of all the parts. It really is a huge step up.
My mental model of what a car can do in a corner is based on what a GT4 car can do. So stepping up into the GT3 has been a massive leap because I don't have that understanding. Luckily, I've got Jamie Falvey with me, my teammate, and we had Dan Harper in here with us yesterday, a pro driver from BMW, and they are helping me understand what the car can do.
The last 3-4 years I've been trying to get into GT3, and I was very fortunate to race LMP3 in 2023 and 24, and you know, the pace is similar, but the way you drive a GT3 car compared to an LMP is totally different. It's carbon opposite.
My job whilst the drivers are out on track is to monitor all the data that the car is sending back to us. We've got a lot of information that the car generates. That information is logged on the car, but it's also sent in real time to us in the pits. So during testing, we're monitoring vitals. We're looking at things like engine temperatures and pressures, brake temperatures, tyre pressures, that kind of thing. We're making sure that the car's not going to fail. We're looking for any issues that we might have with the durability. We're also making sure that the car's performing at its peak, that we're not missing any opportunities with the setup too. As a race engineer and as an engineering director, my relationship with the drivers is really close. You know, and we get to work with some really amazing characters, and they're all very unique. And I really enjoy getting to know a new driver when it comes into the team. But there's nothing like working with a driver that you've worked with for a long time. You just have an understanding between one another. You know, I like to think I can then understand what the driver needs from me, particularly during a race. You know, I need to understand what the driver is feeling and what the driver is seeing and what the driver wants to be able to know during a race, and that's different for every driver. But off the track, we're just like mates, you know. We'll go out to the pub afterwards, and there's a real vibe of a close-knit team in Team BRIT, and that's never more present than between the engineers and the drivers.
People think that racing drivers win races. They don't. We just sit there and we take the car that they've given us and drive it as best as we can.
If you have a good relationship, the guys want to work hard for you, and when you have those moments where it's difficult for everyone, you tend to find they go the extra mile.
They're the ones that set it up for the race. They're the ones that understand how that car works and how to get the best out of it. We're a very small cog in their race. So my goal is to go out there and trust them, and to turn cars into corners far faster than I'm used to, and just trust that the car will do it. And touch wood, so far, it's all gone well.
You can get lost in the data if you're not too careful. So yeah, we were very fortunate to have BMW factory pro driver Dan Harper in the car yesterday.
Having the guys from BMW has been a monumental success. They know the car inside out. They know how it works, why it works, how to get the best out of it in any conditions, and they can instantly pick up on what we need to be doing, setup-wise, driver-wise. If we didn't have them, we would be kind of scratching around in the dark, trying things out, seeing what worked, and that's fine, we can do that, but it takes time.
Dan's a world-class driver. He's won the Rolex 24 Hours, you know, very recently. He has an innate ability to know where the car's at before he gets somewhere, and the data shows that. So if a pro driver looks like they're miles ahead, you just need to look at the basics, focus on one, maybe two areas, and that translates to the whole lap. So for me, it was brake pressure and then managing the ABS.
I never thought in my wildest dreams I would get to drive something like the GT3.
I was actually the first guy to be in car with him during his first laps on a circuit. Yeah, to see him in a GT3 car now is absolutely incredible.
Driving the GT3 is the best thing I've ever done. It is monumentally amazing.
I think the thing I'm most looking forward to in 2026 is just seeing how Jamie and Paul perform in this car. There's always been a bit of a question mark, are we going to be able to run this car effectively and competitively? And we've got here for pre-season testing, and on day one we've answered that. Absolutely we can. You know, both drivers are really ahead of where we thought they would be and ahead of where they need to be competitive this season.
I hope we just do well and inspire people to come and get involved or do their own sport, whatever it might be.